Hey there, it's David from Polygonia. In this quick video, I'll show you how you can download a design from Polygonia and then import it or upload it into Cricut Design Space. The design I'll be working with is this one, which we created in the first tutorial just by drawing two lines in the Polygonia editor. This is actually just a little sheet of white paper behind this design here. And it's cut out of cardstock. And let's get started. In this short tutorial, I'll show you how easy it is to take something you've created in Polygonia and then cut it on a paper cutter. I have the Cricut Explorer Air paper cutter, and so we're going to save it from Polygonia, open it in Cricut, and then ask Cricut to cut the design for us. This, if you remember, this is what we created with two lines in our first tutorial. So I just drew two lines here in the editor. We have the default frame, the default line width. So the frame, well, you can see here the size is 200 by 200 millimeters. There are ways to change that to inches if you'd prefer, but right now we'll leave it all set up to millimeters. And what we can do, the easiest way to get to the downloads is to click on this little toolbar button with a little arrow pointing down, and that brings us over here, and it shows us where the downloads section is in this little files tab. We'll leave it untitled for now. No, I'm going to call it triangles. Triangles and hexagons. And we need an SVG for Cricut, so we'll save as SVG. Make sure that is clicked, checked, and then download design in selected formats. And Polygonia will just download it to your desktop. So now we have that on desktop. We're going to switch over to Cricut, and I have a new empty project here. In the Cricut Design Space, I will click the upload button, upload image here, click on browse. There is my triangles and hexagons. It's an SVG file. You may or may not be showing extensions in your system. Either way, it's fine. Open it up. We see our pattern here. It's a little tricky to see with the checkerboard, but that's the one. We shall go over here, click on upload. Now it's up here in design space. Oh, you can see and then we say add to canvas. It comes in a little large. Sometimes it comes in correctly, sometimes it comes in large. I haven't figured out why. I have Cricut set up for centimeters, and so I have to put in 20, not 200, but 20 here. And we get back to the same size as I created the design in Polygonia. You can change it. If you make it smaller, you have to be aware that if these lines are already thin, you're making them thinner. But that's up to you. It's a design choice. So now that's it. Remember we created this with two lines. Polygonia, everything is a default, and we're going to say make it. We have a regular 12 inch by 12 inch or 30 centimeter by 30 centimeter square Cricut mat. Looks good. That's in the top corner. We'll click continue button once I find it. There it is. It's connecting. Okay, I'm going to use cardstock. That's fine. Next thing I need to do is put in the mat. Load tools. Yeah, all correct. Putting in the mat. And I'm going to press go, and we'll see how it works out. So one thing to consider when creating designs for Cricut, especially with Polygonia, because Polygonia can create really intricate designs really quickly, is that it takes a while to cut these on the Cricut. Cricut does a great job, but it can handle the details really nicely. and I've done plenty of work in paper and some in vinyl, and it comes out really nice. But it takes a while. You can see here it takes a while to get especially paper off of the mat. You have to be really careful getting around all the points in the design. But they come out nice, and you can create, of course, cards and vinyl iron-ons, as well as wall hangings and things hang in the window, even votives for LED candles. And yeah, it's a lot of fun to create these. A lot of possibilities. And here I'm gonna, I'm just picking out a little piece of paper left over, and then I'll show you at the very end a photo on a black background so you can see it clearly. And then again, this is just, we created this with 2 lines with all the default settings in Polygonia. So lots of possibility and lots of fun.